Okay guys, as I promised, I was going to talk about the IDI, Old War Horse, that kind of thing. And then luckily being an Amsoil dealer, one of my commercial accounts, he kind of follows this and I help him work on his crap and stuff. He overheard me wanting what the things I wanted to do. And it's my birthday month. And then he placed an order recently and I took it out to him and shit. And he's like, hey, just so you know, I bought that EAO 99 and the 540 for your birthday present to your truck. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So here we are. So he knew I was talking about doing it and made a video about it someday. He made someday happen for me. So this is the EAO right here. This would be if I looked up a power stroke, it would throw this out. And right here, ID thread of the thread, and then the gasket, that's the main thing, but it's way taller. Then if I look up like a 1989 7.3 IDI, Amsoil only throws me out the Wix filter number. So then I got to copy and paste that and look it up at Wix. The specs are very spot on. So double checking, that's how I referenced and double checked my work to make sure the power stroke would fit, even though I read ample stuff. That's what lots of people are doing elsewhere. Yada yada. So real quick, I'm also going to try to, because I'm going to put the flush in it and I'm going to let it run for a full 15 minutes, like the bottom 10 to 15 minutes. This thing has never had a flush. And then my dad owns it or uses it. It's his truck till he's not here anymore. But I'm telling you, it's over a year and a half been done. Probably less than 3,000 miles put on it, but that's still a lot of sitting and condensation. It had the 10W40 high zinc oil, and so we're going to switch it and upgrade it to the bigger filter. That way it'll hold an extra quart. That way in case that happens again. And then the top-notch SS series Amsoil makes. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to hop in it. I'm trying to keep the video short. I'm going to splice it together. I'm going to stop this video so we're not while it idles for 15 minutes, that kind of thing. But I'm going to go quick start it up. Right now, I just popped that. It does have ample blow-by right now, probably because the oil is that old. So the flush is going to clean the rings, hopefully seat them better. Compression help, better seal with the new fresh healthy oil. And then hopefully at the end, I'll try to remember to double check. Oh, look at that reduction in blow-by and stuff. But so when I go start it, you will see it has ample blow-by, but pay attention, it's pretty gosh darn even. We're not getting that poof 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 like a cylinder's struggling real hard. And then the other thing to remember, this is naturally aspirated, so it's way higher compression than the power stroke, because the power stroke's compression was reduced and then the turbo spools and builds it up with a different kind of free power. So that kind of thing. So keep that in mind too. There's more blow-by all the time because it's a higher compression engine. So now I gotta go hop in there. Hopefully Huey don't start barking his butt off. Huey's the bulldog, but he's like, don't be leaving without me. Key all the way to on to the glow plug light. My push button start. There you go. Good thing it's double check neutral on the shifter. Let it out. Don't run the dog over. I had to chalk the wheel earlier because it wanted to roll. Now I'm gonna try to get you the blow by. Woo. All right, that made it to the ground. So there is some blow by, but it's fairly even stream, floating away. It's not warmed up. It's sad it hasn't been started since the last time I made the video. There you go. Let me see if I can get this in there. I should have popped this cap so you didn't have to watch me ride the struggle bus, but welcome to my hood. The one-handed two-hicker. See how that's done? Alright, hopefully it don't blow all over. You might be able to hear the change. It'll probably become more rattlier. Hopefully that oil fill cap, this little one-directional ratchet, isn't the best in it anymore. Poof. So that, we're going to let it idle for 15 minutes, clean it out, that kind of thing, and then I'll continue maybe a video midway. This is a vertical mount filter, so I will fill it completely to the fullest of my ability and not spill going in with it, and that way you're not having dry start, etc. The oil cooler crossover, you'll have residual half a quart of old stuff always left behind. That's why diesels always get so dark so quick. The old stuff's still in there. Alright, I'll plug this into the different, or the final series or midway, where you get to see it run, and hopefully we see some reduction in the blow by. Since this is thin in the oil, it's okay to see if it even got 1% worse per se. That kind of thing. Alright, this will also be my first effort of trying to plug two different videos together. Whether it's a clean transition or not, we'll find out. Thanks. Alright, there we go. So, real quick, I went under there, I changed the filter, I took a picture of the Amsoil one and the old wicks I took off, which is what Amsoil endorses wicks up to 10,000 mile rated. Change the filter, depending on what Amsoil you're running, keep running it, etc. So I took pictures of it, that way I can splice it in the video and everything. But 1 gallon 4 quarts, and with that 99 power stroke on the old IDI, factory fill at 9.8, and this is the third jug with 1 quart left, so now she's holding 11. So that's a way to keep more healthy vital cleaners and additives in the system. So it did what it did. The filter will hold more and longer, and cycle rate of down to 20 microns, a lot faster and better than most brands. So that factor, so now she's holding 11 cords, and then I got this off. I'll go start it real quick, and then in the mode the phone is, that's where I can see what I'm doing too. So I'll bring it in and we'll peek at that blow by, see if the flush and that helped or if it's about the same. I do know when I shut the video off and I pulled this out, because it was running with this, there was lots of condensation in there, probably creating what appeared as blow by. But when I had that flush in there, I could see it was condensation, the whiteness. So because this truck hadn't been run for a month, so the vast majority of that could have been the moisture just cooking out of the block still. Because all I did is go 10 blocks, pick up this truck from Dad's, bring it here, and started recording. But I'm going to start it real quick and we'll get a peek at that blow by again. So now I got to hold the phone this way. See if we get it through. That's all it mildly reduced. Last time when I started the video, you might have saw I dropped the fill cap because my hand got spanked by the fan, but I took it like a champ. So maybe you didn't even notice. But if you rewatch it, you'll see, yep, check out his hand spanked. So that was the blow by. Maybe if it's easier to spot. I mean, the first oil change will always help that. Plus, after I shut the video off, it ran for 15 minutes. Finished drying the moisture out of the crankcase. Got good and hot before I drained it. That don't click anymore. Another way to see blow by that way. Just showing you different ways, but it's uniformity. So, alright, there's that. I'm trying to think of anything else I can touch base on. Got the filter, 5W40. Signature Series diesel, because we're in Iowa, so I was wanting a better fully cranking ability come winter, that kind of thing, since I don't get to see this truck all the time. When Dad asked me to check something, then I noticed new problems, like the radiator has a small coolant leak, but it's a fitting that needs pipe thread, so the whole radiator needs drained, and then thread tape put on the fitting, screwed back in to get that to stop. But anyhow, thanks for watching. We're going to check out